first.
The story's just beginning and I hope you have fun. Whether the clouds have been rainy or you've played in the sun. So come and gather round, sit yourself down. It's time for a story with Rory.
Hi everyone, hope you had a great week. Well, these last 7 days have been pretty interesting for me, with the weirdest job my agent Larry has set me up for so far. The funny thing is, it could have been really awkward, but it wasn't. So I'm just glad to be able to share my story with you. But firstly, I've composed a song about meat pies, as you do. Remember I was talking to my meat boss a week or two back? That sounds a bit odd, doesn't it? I mean my meat pie employer, and I told her I was able to write songs. Well, I sang my song to her, like, a cappella like, and she thought it was brilliant. So she let me organise and record it professionally, which I did. Of course, she paid for it all, which was an even better result. Woo-hoo-hoo! I found a really good recording studio, and they were able to squeeze me in between recording songs for a very famous band. And I can't mention their name, because I've forgotten it. But this studio was technically bang up to date with the most amazing facilities. And everyone was so nice. Even the music engineer. And he couldn't stop laughing. I think he was laughing with me and not at my song. Anyway, I think my song sounds pretty good, if I say so myself. Now, for the last few months, I've been going to a local drama group a couple of nights a week. They're sort of like, semi-professional. And it's a good way to meet people, or like-minded people, I've met a lovely young lady called Lucy. She's very pretty, and she's a really good actress, so I shall try to learn lots by watching her carefully. Anyway, she told me she could sing, so I asked her to come and join me at the studio, which she did. She thought that was the sweetest thing anyone had ever asked her to do. So she's put some backing vocals on the song, and wow! She makes it all sound so really special. I've asked her if she'd like to sing on any more songs that I write, and she said yes. Of course, I did pay her for her time, but she's still stoked all the same. Now, Larry got me a photographic job. Photographic? A photographic job last week. The money was too good to turn down, but the job was a little odd. Larry keeps saying, do it. He said it's going to be the right direction and better my career. Well, and he'd like to enlarge and frame any photos they take and hang them on his office wall. So I said yes, of course. Gosh, it was the strangest thing I've ever done. This whole show businessy career I'm now in is opening my eyes like they've never been opened before. So, this is what happened. Larry told me where to go and what time to be there and said it was a story for a big newspaper. Well, there was me and this other guy and a young lady, and the brief was, me, this other guy and the young lady were all supposed to be living together in the same house. And me and this guy, well, we were supposedly taking it in turns to have, a relationship with a young lady. If you know what I mean, sharing her. So this female journalist interviews us all, and for 30 minutes, the whole thing was a complete lie, fabricated load of bull. And I really think the journalist was sure we were telling the truth. I must admit, I did feel a bit naughty for telling such a lie, but it's funny when you get caught up in telling something that's total crap with someone else and you're just ad-libbing. Anyway, when the journalist had finished writing everything down and left, a makeup lady applied makeup to our faces and then asked us to strip down to our undies for a photo shoot. Now, I've got a part-time job working in a large department store in a toy section. I can work there whenever I want to, so some weeks I'm there, and when something better comes up, like a real acting job, I don't have to go in. Only I went in yesterday, and a whole load of people had read the article about me sharing my girlfriend with a man. Oh, you can imagine what happened. All day, everyone just stared at me with this really weird expression. I told them it was all a load of bollocks. Anyway, I didn't think anything more of it until I went to drama rehearsals last night and I saw Lucy. She too apparently saw the newspaper. Me in just my blue undies with a story straight out of a raunchy, fictitious bestseller. Funny, Lucy appeared to be a little bit upset about it. I don't know why. I mean, it's not like we're dating or anything. But when I told her it was all made up and that I was only doing it for the money, she seemed to be okay. Well, she invited me out for coffee afterwards anyway. But it was funny. I can't believe I'm doing jobs like this. I only hope my mum doesn't see it. Anyway, now it's poetry time! Ta-da! This poem's called The Little Mouse. Let me clear my throat. Silent little feet, tippy tiny toes, moving in the shadows where nobody goes, coming out at night when everyone's asleep. Not a sound, not a hoot, you don't hear a peep. He scuttles and shimmies and creeps from door to door, then holds his breath and counts to 5, and then he counts some more. And when it's safe, and only then, he'll munch on an apple core, crumbs of cake, and stale old cheese that's fallen on the floor. You can try to catch this villain, to outsmart the little pest, but 9 times out of 10, you'll come out second best. So leave him be and let him think he's the master in the house, or become obsessed, a sad old fart, trying to catch this little mouse. There, that's one of my new poems called The Little Mouse. Now, before I close off, one of my famous jokes. What's the difference between a friendly alien and a jigsaw puzzle? One comes in piece, the other comes in pieces. Oh, man, it makes me laugh. Okay, it's Rory Gherkin saying cheerio for now. And here's a little bit of my new recording, Mr. Pork Pie Man, to lead us out. A toodaloo till next time. A toodaloo, and stay safe.
Okay, let's do it. They've been around a while and they're here to stay. A tasty little snack any time of the day. Morning, afternoon, evening and night. Or when you're feeling kind of peckish and you fancy a bite. For the picnic and the buffet when you're on your feet. You haven't got much time, well they're just a treat. They're convenient, ain't no mess, and they make life very simple. And right now, folks, they got their own superhero.
He's Mr. Pork Pie Man, the one we savor, Mr. Pork Pie Man, the Hate Crusader, Mr. Pork Pie Man. It's time to say goodbye, but there's no reason why. Well, we can get together once again. I hope you've had some fun hearing all the things I've done. So let's all get together once again. Now turn to the person standing near to you. Give them a smile and a wave and say, how do you do? How do you do? It's time to say goodbye, but there's no need to cry. It's time to say goodbye, but there's no need to cry. It's time to say goodbye, but there's no need to cry.
Rory,
It's
turn
time
that
to say
rocket down.
goodbye, but there's no need to cry. It's time to say goodbye.